think about sharing your man. Have y'all ever listened to The Weekend by SZA or the song by Shirley Brown, Woman to Woman? These ladies talking about the life of a woman who shares a man. At some point in our life, we have all been taught to share. And that means to take turns, keep friends, negotiate, and to cope with disappointments. Sharing. Main chick, side chick, but you're probably not the only chick. Girl, listen. Most of us have probably been all of those women or the other woman. Because guess what? Just like Shirley Brown singing Woman to Woman, sure, I remember that? She called Barbara to let her know that the man she's in love with is her man. From the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. She called Barbara to let her know just how much she loved that man and what she gonna do to keep him. So if everybody in that situation do their little part, y'all might be unfazed and decide to share and have your turn with that man on the weekend like SZA did, and let the rest of them chicks get in where they fit in. I'm just saying. Okay, so the other day I heard this little boy say, he said, "Daddy, do all fairy tales begin with once upon a time?" The daddy said, "No. Sometimes they start with, baby, I'll be working late at the office tonight." Because guess what? At the end of the day, sharing a man is sure enough real. I mean, it is. And if we all being honest, there are just a small amount of men that only have one woman. Yeah, especially now, because men have an advantage and they have so many choices. So, get a second opinion about sharing a man and be a guest on my upcoming video platform. Free registration info is coming out soon. All right now. Peace.
All right. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Ruach Wadash. Next, double honors to the apostles, the elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well and have taught me this truth. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Sharing is caring, man. Did you hear what I said? Sharing is caring. You see, a lot of you women out there, all right, you guys are getting ready to have to know what it's like to share a man. Now, I'm going to say this here first, man. All right, this video here was inspired by the brother, Shalakia, brother, Amath Yaaz, I believe that's his name, and Shalakia, brother, if I mispronounced your name, but he did a video, right, on called ISAIAH4 It's coming, man. All right, and you know what? It is coming. Shalakia, brothers. You know, ISAIAH4 is coming, man. All right, and I believe, that we are already, all right, at the cusp of it now, man. All right, I believe that. I really, really, really do. There are brothers out there. They're getting phone calls, from their exes or text messages or emails and all of that. Hey, yeah, man. Especially in these times. Now I'm gonna say something here, man. That the brother he also mentioned. A lot of you guys out there, you think all hell gonna break loose, and you have a bunch of women out there, yeah, man, clinging on to you, man. You guys out there that's not living right, and Salakia. The Lord may not, He may allow it where a woman don't approach you at all, man. You individuals out there that's not living right, and that also go for you women too. You ain't out there living right, and you thinking all hell great to break loose, and you gonna find a man of the Lord and all of that, and you gonna search for him, and you gonna walk 1,000 miles. Hey, man, if you ain't out there living right, man, right, it may not happen. But going back to the point, man, Isaiah 4:1, it is definitely around the corner, man. You know, you have brothers out there that's going to have a lot of women. Some, you know, maybe one, you know, maybe two. You know, some brothers 10, 20, 30. You know, more than that, man. You know? But the spirit, right, has to be on you, man, to, you know, take care of these women, right, and protect these women, man. You see? And also Isaiah 4:1, right, it is indeed Bible prophecy. You see that? It's, matter of fact, let me grab a scripture here real quick. You know, nothing deep. You know, nothing long. You know, you women out there, you guys are great to learn how to share. This is the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, coming out of the Apocrypha, chapter 39, verse 1. It reads, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High," you see that? This is what the hell we should be thinking about. You know, about the Lord. You know, now, of course, you know, when we go through our day-to-day, you know, we have things that we think about. You know, I have a doctor's appointment today. You know? But for the most part, you know, we should be thinking about the Lord, man. He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof. You see that? You should be occupied, man. Occupied in reading. See that? Occupied in, you know, doing videos. Occupied in listening to videos. All of that, man. You know, getting edified. Continuing on. And it's occupied in meditation thereof. Will seek out the wisdom. You see that? Of all the ancient, and be occupied in what? In prophecies. You see that? And guess what? Isaiah 4:1, it is prophecy. You see? It is prophecy, man. You women out there are getting ready to share. Men.
Hey, what's up, Peace. All right, ladies, what do y'all think about sharing your man? Have y'all ever listened to The Weekend by SZA or the song by Shirley Brown, Woman to Woman? These ladies talking.
And you know what? You should listen to that song, man. Woman to Woman. You know, she called the woman up, you know, and it was like, hey, look, you know, I love your man. You know? So these are the times that we're coming into. I believe that we're already in them, you know, to be, you know, straight honest. You know? Yeah, man. Right, you women out there are getting ready to share men. Let me see if I can find more videos. Because you women out there, you guys are matter of fact, let me grab the word. Hypergamous. All right, this is what that means. All right? Hypergamy is the social construct or social concept, right, of marrying or dating someone of a higher social status. Let me stop right there, man. A lot of you women out there, you guys are on a very low social status, man. You know, TikTok and all of that, you know, that's you know, you get views and likes and all of that, you know, and all you doing is showing box. That's on a very low status, if you ask me. You see, a lot of women out there don't even like other women. You know? So a lot of women out there are on a very low level, you know, very low, you know, social status, man. Right? But dealing with men, this is why women like to date men. You see that? And ultimately, that's how it's supposed to be anyway, man. You know, you women out there should be looking for a man of the Lord. Period. You know? But a lot of you women out there, when you guys find yourself with a man, a good man, right, you start to, you know, mimic him in ways. Eat like him, do things that, you know, he does, all of that, man. His sleep habits, you know. So a lot of women out there, you know, you guys are hypergamous. You like to be around people that have more power than you, and that's how it should be. You know, you women out there, you guys definitely need to learn how to submit, you know, to men. Now, when we use that word submit, people think, you know, they sitting there laying down with chains and shit all on them, you know, with duct tape all in their mouth. Nah, man. It just means be quiet. You know? You women out there, you guys are going to share men in these times, man. Some of you women out there got men now, right? And you're going to learn how you're going to learn very soon that you're going to have to share. And if the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with you women out there, you guys will understand. You know? Anyway, going back, hypergamy is the social concept of marrying or dating someone of a higher social statute, often for financial or social advancement. You see, so this is what the women are, man. Right? They're hypergamous. You know, so I'm going to go ahead and read that scripture. I'm going to go back and grab some more of that video. Right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. Alright, and it reads, and that day, what day? The day that's coming up, man. Right, when all hell break loose. Right, and I believe that we're in that day right now. Shalakia. You know, I believe that we're in these days now, man. And that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. You see that? Yeah, man. Right, that word 7 means complete. Let me prove that real quick. You have brothers out there that's going to have a lot of women. Isaiah, it's like 7 means complete. I typed this in on the online overview. It says, yes, the number 7 is widely interpreted as a symbol of completion and perfection. You see that? Yeah, man. All right, so you have brothers out there that's going to have a complete number of women. See that? Most prominently in the Bible, where it is linked to the Most High's complete of creation in 7 days. You see, so yeah, man. Right, and when you think about that through the Spirit, man, you know, how the Lord, right, He, you know, allowed this place here to be, you know, created in 7,000 years, not no 7 days. You see that? That's beautiful, man. See how everything link up? You know, how it took a complete number of days and weeks and years and all of that, man. Right, for things to be, you know, perfect according to the Most High, where He saw that it was good. You know? So yeah, man. You know, a man's purpose is to do what? Multiply. You know, so yeah, you women out there, you guys are going to learn how to share. See? Let's go ahead and read that scripture again. I won't done with it. Isaiah 4 and 1. In that day, 7 women, right? We know what 7 means. Shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You see that? And I'm going to read that in the NLT. Isaiah 4 and 1, NLT, and it reads, and in that day, we know what day it's talking about, and this also going to happen in the kingdom too. And in that day, in that day, so few men will be left, right, that 7 women will fight for each man. You see that? So a lot of women out there, you guys are going to fight, right, for men. You see that this is what's coming down the pipeline here, man.
About the life of a woman who shares a man. At some point in our life, we have all been taught to share. And that means to take turns, keep friends, negotiate, and to cope with disappointment.
That's right. See what's coming? All right, so there's other women out there that know about this here, man. You know? It's coming. You know? Now, back when I was, when I first came into the truth, I had a dream. Right? And in this dream, man, I was with a woman in the kingdom. You know, and she was the most beautiful woman that I had ever seen in life. You see? And this woman, I had the privilege, of, so-called procreating with her. And when I opened her legs, right, there was a flower there. Right? And the flower smelled so good. You know, it was like I don't know if it was a red or pink or purple flower, but it was so beautiful, man. You know? So in the kingdom, man, brothers, gonna have women out there, and they're gonna, procreate with these women. You know, a lot of women out there, you know, are going to be virgins. You know, where you know, bust these women hymen out there. So the point is, right, Shalakia. So the point is, you know, just going off on a tangent, right? You women out there, you guys are going to share. And I dare you to come on the comment board acting crazy. Isaiah 4 and 1 in NLT. And in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, let us marry you. You see that? How do you marry someone according to the scriptures? You lay down with them. Continuing on. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids. You see? So yeah, man. It's coming. You know, Isaiah 4 and 1. You know. And again, like I said, I believe we already in it, man. We got brothers out there getting phone calls, man. You know, getting old text messages. Not old text messages, Slakia. Text messages from old, you know, from women that they was with. You know, people starting to see women out there starting to see what's going on, man. And you women out there, you guys better wake the hell up. You better wake up. That independent shit is over. Right? Independent. Right? The shoes on my feet, I bought it. It's over. Right? The car I'm driving, yeah, man, it's dead. Cause I depend on me. Depend on Esau, Edom. And you better depend on the Lord. Right? Which should be a man of the Lord. You know? So, you know, just want to do something real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Rashad. This was not supposed to be a long lesson at all, man. Right? Isaiah 4 and 1 is prophecy. You see that? And as you see, right, all these prophecies are jumping off the dresser. Alright, so you can have women that's gonna run to men when all hell break loose. It's the inevitable. You see that? So just want to, you know, like I say, just do something real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Rashad. Sharing is caring. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up. And I'm gonna end it. Alright? Look that up. What does that mean? Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring is an idiom that expresses kindness and generosity by sharing things with others. This is that? Yeah, man. You know, they had to break it down like a kid, man. You know? Yeah. You women out there, you guys better get ready, man. You know? Brothers, get ready too. You know? But remain spiritual, man. That's the most thing. Till next time I say, Shalom.
Hey, what's up? Peace. All right, ladies. What do y'all think about sharing your man?